Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm known as Happy Bandit on Xbox Live, and this is a Capture the Flag game on Havana.
Capture the objectives.
This is just after the start of the second round, and I had just spawned into the game, just joined, and I hate joining in the middle of games because it always takes me a little bit to get oriented to what's going on. But I actually felt kind of lucky after I watched the full video of this game and realized that the other team had dogs out right before I spawned in, and I came in right after the dogs had finished. I know this looks like I'm just sitting here camping waiting for somebody to run by, but actually I'm checking the scoreboard because I recognized the name in the kill feed, and I was surprised to see 3 of my friends were on the other team. And so I decided I was going to try and take advantage of what I knew about them to try and get a few extra kills here early on. Everyone's got their own play styles, and people tend to stick with that style a lot of times. Now, we'll change play styles here and there depending on the situation, but we really have to kind of think about what we're doing. People are creatures of habit. That's just the way we're designed. Now, I know that one of my friends likes to sit at the back of that street and watch the flag there with his G11. So I think about going after him, but then I realize I've got dots behind me. And so I come down here and I see that the flag is coming my way. And that's when kind of my natural instincts kick back in. And I head back over towards the flag, because I'm a defensive player. That's my bread and butter. That's what I do best, is play defense, especially in Capture the Flag. And so I come this route. I know that's a popular way to go, and so I'm not real surprised when I see that guy there. And I love killing the enemy with our flag. I love getting those defense medals. It's when I know I'm really contributing to the team. I'm going to fast forward here in just a second. There was about a minute where the most exciting thing that happened was I picked up an ammo crate. But sometimes that's how things go when you're playing defense. If you've got a team who's really pushing up and keeping the opponent occupied, then you may not see anybody for a while. And a lot of people don't like that. You know, they prefer a more fast-paced sort of game. But like I said, I'm more comfortable playing defense, and you know, it's perfectly fine with me. If they're doing their job, it makes it easier for me to do mine. You may have noticed I picked up a motion sensor there. I used to use claymores exclusively, but claymores are a one-and-done piece of equipment. Once they get tripped, whether you get a kill with them or not, you don't have them anymore. Motion sensors, especially when you're playing defense like this, they give you that little advantage to get yourself set up when you know somebody's coming. And, I mean, I'll take any advantage I can get over the enemy. I don't know who wouldn't. This guy's knifing me to get out of his way. I wonder if he knows I just saved his life. But I'm going to fast forward again here. I was working on Hardened Pro at the time, and you don't want to watch me shoot this chopper. Though, there's a funny story about this. My friend who's controlling the chopper gunner there, he told me he's got a controller that there's something wrong with it, and every time he tries to put out a claymore, it calls in his kill streaks. And so he was hoping to have saved it for overtime, but instead he kills me there. I'm still not really sure how he managed to kill me, because I'm using Ghost Pro. And I know there's a lot of debate about Ghost, but it's what I like to use. Some people like to use Second Chance. I can't stand Second Chance, but it's in the game. People like to use it, and no amount of complaining that I'm going to do is going to change that fact. And that's how it is with anything. So I respawned, and I came back over and posted up and went back to playing defense, protecting the flag. Because I know that even though they're up 2-0, Capture the Flag round is not over till it's over. I mean, it just takes a few seconds to capture a flag. And so as long as there's time left, you know, it's not easy to come back, but it's probably easier to come back from a deficit and capture the flag than other game types. And so I know they're going to keep pushing because we won the first round, so they have to win this one. Here in a second, they're going to make a push, and they're going to get the flag. And I'll be the first to admit that I did not play that right. I was going back and forth, couldn't make up my mind which way I wanted to go. And the flag carrier was able to take off and get enough distance between him and me. But knowing the direction that he's going, I know he's got one of 2 ways that he can go. And so I gambled You know, I mean, there wasn't much I could do. I just put a grenade up there, and I was able to get him. Unfortunately, he had a teammate right behind him that picked up the flag, and so my grenade wasn't able to save the day, but it came pretty close. Knowing the routes that people can take can sometimes, save a capture like that. If I'd had a teammate closer that could have returned that, he could have either gone through the street, which I was lucky and he did, or he could have gone through the building where his friend just came from. Going through the building takes a little longer to get back, but it's probably a safer way to go. The times that I do run a flag, I like to go a more indirect route instead of the shortest route, because that's what most people are expecting you to do. And if you've got teammates that can kind of provide a little bit of cover, taking a more roundabout way sometimes is the best way to go. Now this is another example of knowing the map and knowing the ways that people can go. I knew he either went through the building or around the back, and so he was going down the walkway on the left there. So I decided to stay to the right of the walkway, and I was able to get the return here. I should have gone to the right or the bottom of the truck there to have a better angle on him, but it worked out. I had a teammate there who was able to get the kill. So between the two of us, we were able to save our flag from getting captured and us losing the game. So I'm going to head back towards our flag to go back on the defensive, and I'm running into the building because I'm getting ahead of myself. But because I've still got my motion sensor over there, I can see there's a guy who's about to pick up the flag, and so I was ready for him to come through there. So this game is coming to an end, and I'll put my final stats up if anybody cares. But like I said, I knew half the other team, and I know they're very good players, and they don't lose often. And so it was really nice to kind of get one up on my friends here. Look at that crate landed. Isn't that crazy? But like I was saying, knowing how people play, people's habits, just in general, not even specific people, but the way that people like to run, routes that people like to run the flag, the way, popular places to defend from, that can really give you a heads up. I never should have ran after that flag since I saw my teammate there, and it got me killed, and I was actually the final kill cam. Well, that's all for now. I'm Happy Bandit on Xbox Live, and we'll see you next time.